Kaduna shutdown. Federal government intervenes as Rufai. Labour stick to their guns. The federal government said it will wade into the labor impasses currently rocking Kaduna State following commencement of 5-day warning strike by organized labor in the state, which on Tuesday took a violent turn. The Minister of Labour and Employment, Dr. Chris Ngige, said the government will invite labor leaders for a dialogue while calling on the Kanduna Governor, Malam Nasir El-Rufai, to also extend the olive branch. Talks on Tuesday disputed the peaceful procession of the Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC, and affiliated unions in Kaduna after piloting the protesters who had converged at the NEPA roundabout in the city center. The labor activities were in the streets as part of the second day of 5-day warning strike to protest the massive sack of workers in the state when they came under attack. Security agents were forced to use tear gas and shots severally in the head to disperse the thugs. The workers were also forced to retreat. The Kaduna State Governor came under attack on the unionists with the Nigerian Union of Petroleum and Natural Gas Workers, NUPENG, threatening to shut down all of its facilities nationwide if any of the labor leaders are hurt. Daily Trust reports that the day had started amidst palpable tension following a tweet by Governor El-Rufai declaring the NLC president Ayuba Wabba and other union leaders wanted for economic sabotage and attack on public infrastructure. According to El-Rufai, a handsome reward awaits anyone who knows where the labor leader was hiding and send a message to the Kanduna State Ministry of Justice. However, less than 2 hours after the tweet, the governor came with 100 meters of the union leaders with Wabab led a large procession to the Sir Kasim Ibrahim house and lingered at the NEPA roundabout where the governor's serene blowing convoy passed beside them. The governor's convoy passed beside the protesters to the nearby gates of the headquarters of Kaduna Electricity Distribution Company, about 100 from the NLC members. The gates of the distribution company were quickly opened and the governor's convoy moved in. 10 minutes later, El-Rufai's convoy emerged from the premises of Kaduna Electronic and left through an opposite routine, avoiding the protesters who were still at the NEPA roundabout. While the protest was ongoing at the NEPA roundabout, thugs believed to be hired by the state government arrived the area around 12:21 p.m. The thugs, who were camped in two small 7-seater buses, were seen lighting and brandishing sticks and knives before they began to, attack the protesters. Some of the thugs covered their faces with handkerchiefs but openly brandished their sticks, knives, and stones despite the presence of security agents around the protesters. Our correspondent who observed the situation reports that some of the protesters at some point began to retaliate with stones but were prevailed upon by leaders of the union to ignore the thugs. However, as the thugs intensified their action, journalists and protesters began to scamper for safety, which gave the thugs small impetus to advance. Policemen who were trying to calm the situation began to use tear gas to disperse the crowd and had to shoot severally in the head to chase the thugs out. Speaking after the incident, the NLC's president alleged that the thugs were hired to attack the protesters. They were hired to come and attack us. We thank God we have dismantled them and we have chased them away because we have the number. We are not thugs and we are not using thugs. We are using Nigerian workers and we told them we are going to catch them alive and dismantle them, he said. In the midst of ongoing warning strike to press on the government to rescind the mass sack of workers, the governor on Tuesday announced the dismissal of all nurses below grade 11-14 in the state. A statement issued by the governor's special advisor on media and communication, Adekeye, linked his sack of nurses to a report from Buru Diko Teaching Hospital, where it was reported that nurses had disconnected oxygen from a 2-day-old baby in an incubator on Monday when they joined the NLC strike. Apart from referring the nurses involved to the Ministry of Justice to initiate prosecution, the government also announced the dismissal of all nurses below grade level 14 for the legal strike, it stated. It directed the Ministry of Health to advertise vacancies for the immediate recruitment of new nurses to replace those dismissed, adding that the government has directed all its ministries, departments, and agencies to submit their attendance registers to the head of service, while Kanduna State University should submit the same to the secretary to the state government and the commissioner of education. So guys, you've all heard it now. I'm going to drop it here for now. Let's hear from you. Kindly hit the comment section and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Bye for now.